There was no fullback there. There was nothing that Ratchhoff could do at the finish, and good try.
Yeah, a couple of mismatches isn't there. It'll be the... And there he is, he's going over Luke McLean. Good speed. Once he got him behind them and got the mismatch with the big lock Voitov, it was plain sailing there for the Italian winger. Benvenuto.
Well, you've got to say, Matthew Cooper, that Luke McLean is a very versatile man. He's also the standby fly half for the Italians tonight. If anything had happened to Bocchino, he plays fullback, he plays wing, and he's only 24 years of age in his 31st test.
Absolutely, and just for the Russian side of things too, Adam Burns has been replaced. He's been replaced by Denis Antonov, number 18 for Russia.
Apache thought he was playing tunnel ball. Straight through his legs.
Straight off your feet.
Hey!
19,
Here go the Bears.
19, straight off your feet.
Don't go for the scrum.
It was against Alessandro Zani.
Well, their line-out's been operating very well, so for me, they've got to go for touch. That's that into the corner.
It's the way.
That's the spirit.
There go the Bears. Let's listen to the Trafalgar Park crowd here in Nelson as the Bears want to go over for their third try. Never scored a try in Rugby World Cup. They've only had 2 games. And maybe they'll get their third here.
Well, they might even be thinking of a bonus point.
A bonus point, absolutely. First bonus point.
They got a bonus point for losing by 7 or less against the USA.
Burns has been the go-to man for them in this situation.
Proken, number 17 at the back. I think Snowbaladze are having problems hearing the call. Very enthusiastic crowd here of somewhere around 12 to 13,000. Bergamasco got a hand on it. Castro Giovanni. What a sprint there from the front row, and the offload to Bergamasco. Brilliant play here from the Italians with their interchange. Dapice, the hooker, was there in support. And Bocchino has weighted his chips over the top pretty well tonight.
Just a knock on, blue.
And lost ahead there by Benvenuti.
Knock on from blue, hit the blue hand, scrummage red. No advantage.
Well, I completely ruined them there. I said their line-out had been going well. And then I also said that Burns was their go-to man. They didn't go to him. They went to Gorbachev. And they turned it over, and their line-out didn't work. It was a real shame because they earned that attacking opportunity from there. Castro Giovanni burst upfield. The linking play from the forwards and the backs combining was very good. And probably not the right option, I don't think, from Bocchino to opt for the kick, but he's still got the field position back.
Crouch. Touch. Pause. Engage. Blue. Head and shoulders straight down. Blue, number 3. I'll come and speak to you.
Well, the tight head from Russia looked as though he headed, headed down as well.
Rachkov then. Well, the Russians certainly defending their scoreboard very well, but yeah, huge pressure coming on this side from the Italian scrum.
I reckon Pericini's was the first hand to go down there. Good call. Wasn't simultaneously, so first man down, concedes the penalty. Well done, Russia.
Official crowd of 12,415 as the Russians come away now. Kushnerov. Heavy tackle there by Bergamasco.
He's coming from the side there. And he slowed it down.
Kushnerov. Drabazov. Italians really moving up quickly in defence. And Yushkin fires it away to Kushnerov. And guess who took his eye off the ball there? Straushka.
No, it's a shame. It's not helping them, the Russians, that they're probably not getting the sort of bounce of the ball at the rucks. to Fraser. Bergamasco, for me there, he came straight in the side, didn't come through what we call the gate. So for people out there, the gate is at the back of the ruck. I'll let you get to your change in just a sec, Matthew. They come through the back of the ruck, not from the side. He came on the inside of the gate, and that just slowed the Russians' ball down, which was over the advantage line.
And number 7 is off, Justin, and Andrei Govozov getting a huge ovation here at Trafalgar Park. Number 7 certainly been one of my picks, had a great game, been replaced by number 21, Mikhail Sidorov.
So here we are again in this position. I'm not going to say a word, Gordon.
Off the top of
Say nothing and we might get a nice result.
Oh, they deserve to go over for another try.
Snowbalazza. Good jump at the front there by Zani to spoil. So the Italians have done it again. Oh, but has it been a turnover? Good counter-rucking here from the Russians. Yanushkin getting very excited. He could see the line, but he was going up and down on the one spot. Someone had hold of his leg. So the Russians looking for their third try. Paul Derbyshire moving up quickly. So we've got 4 on 3 here. Artemiev only 5 metres out.
There's Bergamasco again. He's got him this time.
Ostroushka. Yanushkin. Little dust up there with Kushnerev and also Tony Alati. But there's a big overlap here for the Russians, and that's try number 3. Great effort there by Makovetsky. And they're certainly eyeing a bonus point now.
Oh, well done, Russia. Everybody's smiling. The crowd's happy. They deserve to get something out of that sustained attack. Makovetsky, he's the man to cross for the Russians. Good build-up. It was the wide pass. This is where they go over the advantage line. Bergamasco, he hasn't let him play it there. He's gone in as a second tackler on the ground. Big, wide pass. And Makovetsky goes in. Superb. Well done, Russia. Excellent play.
Good run from the right winger Artemiev in the preceding phase. But there he is, Alexei Makovetsky, over for the third Russian try, and absolutely correct, thoroughly deserved. And as they walk back to their side of halfway, getting a good ovation, the Russians. And can they cap it off with another 2 points?
All came from a great turnover as well. Good counter ruck from the Russians.
Well, you see that in 7 aside, but that one's a drop going wide. And it was a massive cutout pass, wasn't it?
It took forever to get to him. He must have been thinking, hurry up, please, before the defence comes.
The end of the night too for Riccardo Bocchino, the Italian fly half, being replaced by Gonzalo Canali.
Well, this match being shown in Russia. In fact, all of the Russian matches are being seen on television. And their first 3 tries in the Rugby World Cup. Well taken there by Zani, who's come off the Italian bench. Well, it's been a stoic performance by the Russians in the second half. They were totally outclassed in the first half, but they've stuck to it. Italy, though, grinding away inside the quarter now. Big Gelden highs. Canavosio to McLean. And a knock-on spotted.
Good aggressive defence. Isn't it amazing how you can just get a little bit of momentum? Look in the background, the waves going up, Mexican wave around the ground as well. It's fabulous to see. And the Russians, they fed off that. They fed off that try. They showed a little bit of attitude at the breakdown. They won the turnover.
Crouch. Touch. Pause. Engage. Good. Ball's gone.
Somehow they got it out. They were going backwards at the rate of knots.
Turnover.
Italy looking to chalk up a half-century here. Canavosio to McLean. Just taken there. 4 metres to go. Castro Giovanni with lovely quick hands to Darpeci. Canavosio. And it looked to be lost ahead. Again, determined defence from the Russian Bears.
I tell you what, and it was Janioshkin again. The little man. What did you say he was? 5 foot nothing?
5'4".
5'4", and he's the one who's coming up off the line to smash the forwards. This is the scrum turnover. What can you do? Look how much that ball's bouncing around. Powerful Italian scrum. They turn it over from there. And there he is, the little man. Up he comes. He's going to smash the prop and creates the turnover.
Well, we've got Ratchkoff at 10 doing the same thing, Justin. So they're certainly not afraid of defence, these Russian backs, these particularly 9 and 10. Not normally known for big hitters, Justin, but these two are certainly defending the 9 and 10s.
An interesting stat from the last World Cup, the average margin between a Tier 1 nation and a Tier 2 nation was 41 points. But coming into this game at this World Cup, it's been only 18 points. So the Tier 2 nations have stepped up big time.
Oh, and it's been so good for the game as well. They're competitive. They're not just here to make up the numbers. It's great to see. So Greshnev now off the back of the scrum is going to have his work cut out to get this ball off the back of the scrum. He's going to have to get going like he's been doing all night, Gordon.
And we can announce that Viktor Greshev is the official man of the match. A powerful performance, nearly 100 running metres. He's been in everything tonight. What an inspiration.
Yes, and obviously he missed the birth of his child as well, to be here since the Rugby World Cup started. In fact, here's a stat for you, Gordon and Matthew. Since they started their preparation, 5 of the players have missed their siblings' births. Oh, they're not their siblings, their children's births, I should say. So, what about that?
Again, that's going to be a tight head. And diving over is Alessandro Zani, and that brings up 50 for the Azzurri.
Well, they're always up against it, weren't they, in that position? Greshev, as I mentioned, he was going to have his work cut out. However, he had to get the ball in his hands first to try and get them out of that predicament. He didn't get that chance. It didn't get to his hands. Look at the power. Watch the ball. There it is. Bounces around. Doesn't even get to the back of the scrum. Zani picks it up. And unfortunately, Janioshkin had his worst moment in the game because he's been outstanding. He just gets pushed off here, but what can you do this close to the line?
Yeah, too big, too strong, isn't he? And he's over for the try there. The number 19, Zani. Some nice patches from Italy tonight, as the Russians have certainly played their part here in their second game of Rugby World Cup, but there's some nice passage of play. Good scrum. This boy's looked good as well. In the midfield for Italy, Benevatu.
Benvenuti then just wide with that attempt as we close on full time. 2.5 minutes remaining. Alessandro Zani, who started against the Australians. He's a world-class back rower.
I'll tell you one thing they won't be happy about, Gordon, that's the goal kicking. Could be important in those tighter games that they've got coming up in the pool.
In one word, forgettable.
Yes.
9 tries to 3. Luke McLean. Kushnerov. Ostroashka. Kushnerov again here. Oh, that is a massive tackle.
Castro Giovanni, shoulder.
Kushnerov. 2 decoy runners. This is Kroken, the prop. Seems surprised to find himself with the ball. Kushnerov doing the organisation here. Rachkov. Out wide here to Ostrauska. And 3 Italians there to put him over the touchline.
Good defence from both the Italian centres.